are trying to pass legislation that would restrict him from doing anything with Iran, and he could veto that, but 67 votes in the Senate overrides it.
And when does this happen?
This is happening now. They're trying to get this bill done now.
Yeah, they have, 25 members of Congress sign on to a bills against Trump's sedition to go to war with Iran. This is right now. House War Powers resolution. You've got Republicans signing on to this. Like, when you wake up in the morning and you see MAGA loyalists like Tucker Carlson, Candace Owens, Kristi Noem, not Kristi Noem. Like all people, like everyone in MAGA is like factioning off right now, and it just comes down to: do you want war or do you not? Like, are you gonna pretend that this president didn't say that he didn't run on, hey, we're not gonna have war, or was that only until Israel gets itself into a pit?
Yeah, I mean, just to back you, sorry, I don't know who I thought of. I'm sorry, but with John Bolton was always Iran, regime change in Iran. That was one of the reasons Trump kicked him out. It was like, no, he's a warmonger. Now Trump is going to do exactly what he wanted, what he fought John Bolton for. But again, Swifty is in my DMs. I'm just going to put it out there now. He's in my DM asking me why I talk so long. He probably wants to get me into a verbal argument. I'm not going to argue with him, and I'm not going to block him now. But if he keeps sending me messages, I'll have to block him. So if I'm on stage and he can't get in, I'm not going to unblock him. I'm just putting it out there right now.
So why you guys want to ignore the International Atomic Energy Commission report of June 9th, finding Iran in breach of the nuclear agreements and that it's escalating the enrichment of uranium? Those are quotes to weapons grade. I don't know why you would ignore it. I think you're in denial. Hang on. I'll make a couple points and then you can go. I'll make a couple. Hang on. I'll make a couple points and then you go. Wait a second. Hang on. I'm in the middle of a sentence. Don't be so threatening to me, guys. We can talk about it. That's right. Okay. Hang on. So why you want to ignore the Atomic Energy Commission? Hang on. Okay, I want to talk about that. Let's talk about it. I'm going to answer your question. We'll go in order.
No.
Why you want to ignore the report? Okay, mute up.
No.
Why do you want to? I want to talk about it. If you shut up, I'll answer your question.
When are you going to delete
that? Shut up, I'll answer your question.
Delete the app.
If you shut up, I'll answer your question.
My uncle.
If you shut up, you answer, and I'll answer the question. Number one.
We don't need you speaking on this stage anymore.
Okay, that's fine. So why you watch Hollywood why you watch videos from Hamas, an organization that wants to wipe out the Jews, and then you use it as evidence? This is your problem. Stop interrupting. Thank you very much. Okay. Stop interrupting. Thank you very much. Okay. If you're going to repeat propaganda.
Stop, normal. Stop speaking. Okay. We've all seen the reports. We've all seen news from reputable news sources. Okay. Like, just stop the shit.
But he was the one that was talking. They didn't allow him to finish.
No, you know why, First Lady? Because he lies. This person is straight up saying that
on the stage when it comes to Israel.
It's never in good faith with him. He is straight up saying that Israel wasn't starving Palestinians. What the fuck? And so everything he says, comes down to this ladder of non-truths. Because when you start to say, and then someone calls your bluff. And you go, I did say that I was going to, you be a man and leave the fucking room.
And prevents honest bills.
Why are you telling him to move? Leave the room. He can.
The man said he was going to
because he said
he
if
told
there's
Dark
no evidence of children starving. If there's evidence of children starving, I'll leave the room.
Oh, he said he'll leave the app. I think.
No, yeah, he said he was gonna leave the app.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's what he told Dark Ass.
That's why everybody's like, "Why are you still at that?"
Put evidence.
Love you.
Hey, my thing is
that didn't go so well.
my thing is like, Norm, it's like you want us to fight y'all battle. Sorry, that's y'all battle. Like, why are you going to ignore this and that? That's y'all business. Y'all figure it out. Respectfully.
That's
like,
it. Absolutely.
It's like y'all figure it out. We're not y'all. We're the U.S. Army, not the IDF. So the moral thing of the thing is, you fight is morally wrong. Fight your own battles. I'm sorry. Our nephews and cousins and
Norm, I can't bring you up.
And everybody else.
Use all my passes on you, Norm. I'm sorry.
And everybody else, we're
I
not
keep
about
trying,
to sit.
but it won't let me.
We're not about to sit here and risk our lives for your bullshit. Now, something else happened in the U.S. and shit like that, we'll kick their ass. But we're not kicking someone else's ass because you decide to go put your hand in somebody else's business. Tony, the only ass they need
I need to clarify this. Wait a minute, Nathan. I'm gonna pass it right to you. Norm, I can't bring you up. They only give me 2 chances. So once you've exhausted that, I can't bring you up. Oh, okay. I was
Okay,
gonna say
I didn't exhaust it. I was interrupted and sent down.
No, I said no. Listen to what I'm saying. I'm saying that the app, once somebody gets sent down twice and they send a request to come up, it won't let
Then
me.
another mod has to bring
There's
it
no more access on the elevator. Your pod, when you scan your pod, it doesn't let you go to the next floor. No more access. Yeah.
Then another mod can bring me up.
Yep.
So number one,
Theoretically.
I told you what the report is of the International Atomic Energy Commission from June 9th. That Iran is escalating to nuclear grade, that they're in breach of the agreement, and they want the Security Council to deal with it. It's a 94-page report. This is a fact. It's not a lie. Now, we also talked about starvation, and I said, show me one child that has starved to death. Show me. Don't tell me something that Hamas says. Don't tell me something that Hamas says and then the UN repeats it. Show me the child. Israel calculated how much food there was there in the warehouses and is distributing it as we speak in coordination with the United States. Tons and tons and tons and tons of food. Israel also said that Hamas has been stealing the food, so we're going to distribute it another way because they steal the food and then sell it back to their people, and that's how they fund themselves. That's what Israel is doing.
Wait, so where are they getting
Finally,
money from? Where are they getting money from to buy the food?
It's not a lie.
Where are they getting money?
We have to stop. We have to move on from this subject because it's like.
Women, just let him finish, son. Just let him finish.
Thank you.
Because he keeps lying. He's lying.
No, I didn't tell you.
For an hour.
Yeah.
If you want to look at a fact, I'll look at it with you.
Okay.
Finally,
so let's.
it is 100%. Hang on, final point before you interrupt.
It's your turn to.
Final point before you interrupt. Final point, and then you can go. Final point before you interrupt.
You already landed.
100. Excuse me.
What?
100%.
By the food.
100. Wait, I'll take your question after I make my final point. 100%. Israel has defined for the world, the Jewish people created the word genocide. It was coined by Raphael Lemkin, a Polish Jewish lawyer. We know very well what genocide is because it was done to us. That's why we invented the. Stop interrupting. We know very well what genocide is. It is the intent and the action to destroy a people in whole or in part. Never have we expressed that intent, nor will we ever express such an intent, nor will we ever act to destroy in whole or in part a people. The definition of genocide, again, we invented the word, we know what it is.
You can't speak for the videos. You're not in the government.
He's almost finished. 15 seconds.
And for you to look at a bunch of fake TikTok videos and YouTube videos, that we saw it. This is bullshit. You're being brainwashed by Hamas, who want to destroy you and me. And I'll mute up there. You tell me one lie that I've just told, and I will go over it with you.
So my question is, why won't Israel or the IDF allow independent journalists to go in and see for themselves? Because if everything you're saying, let me finish.
Oh, I thought that was
everything that you're saying, please. If everything that you're saying is correct, why won't they allow independent, reputable broadcast news agencies to go in and see for themselves? That's the first thing.
They did.
Let me finish.
Stop. Normal.
Let me finish. That's the first thing. And the second thing is, why are people being shot at as they go to get the food?
Okay, so number one, not only did they let an independent journalist in, Douglas Murray, he wrote a book about it. It's called Democracies and Death Codes. It just came out. I urge you to read the book by the independent journalist Douglas Murray. Number two, they don't shoot at people trying to get food. What happens is there are mass riots over there because people are trying to grab the food, including Hamas gangs, and steal it, so they fire over their heads. In fact, Hamas has been shooting people trying to get the food because Hamas wants to steal the food and sell it back to their own people. These are all facts that have been established. I'm not just making this up.
Yeah, so to you, Corinne, about the book that you're written, I would say that a daily occurrence. Therefore, we need regular and updated information as it is happening, not because a book was written X months, weeks, or whatever ago. We need current information. Therefore, news agencies should be allowed to go in and see what is happening on the ground every day. That's the first thing. And then I dispute, or many people dispute, what you've just said about how those people are being shot at when they go to get their food.
Based on what evidence would you dispute it? I mean, I'm looking at all the reports. What's the evidence?
Norm, the only looking at your propaganda from the country is. It's such a bullshit take, Norm. Like when you come on here and you're talking about, you don't want to look at it. The way that you were saying that this, like the things that are happening aren't happening.
Give me an example.
Hold on, I'm not done. Shut the fuck up. You're talking about the fact that we are being brainwashed by Hamas, and we're talking about Western media and Eastern media both agreeing and confirming the things that you are actively trying to lie about.
Give me an example. Do you think I'm lying? I'm not lying, by the way. But give me an example.
Before and after. So let's just go back to 57 Palestinians. Someone have put this in the chat for you, Norm. You probably want more, but let's just give this to you right now.
No, you probably want more Jews to die. But let's focus on the issue.
Oh, I'm anti-Semitic because I don't want more.
Let's focus on the issue. Let's focus on the issue.
Yeah, please, because I don't want us to go to this anti-Semitic.
What was the source?
So Al Jazeera says at least 57 Palestinians starved to death under Israel's blockade to Gaza.
So what is their source? Tell us.
No. So how about, here's the thing. This is why no one respects you, Norm, because you breathe.
Many people respect me.
I'm trying to talk to you, and you're breathing over me, and you're trying to talk, but it doesn't make you fucking right.
It's an audio app. It doesn't make you right.
It doesn't make you the
I
fucking.
told Authentic to be quiet.
Yo, if Norm gets kicked, I kicked him. I'm letting y'all know because my finger is getting close to the button. If you get kicked, Norm, I kicked you. You are out of fucking control for a long time already. You think this is the fucking Norm room. Go open up a fucking room. You hold the green bean and you let everybody else yell at you and you yell at them. And you control the fucking mics. Yeah, like, come on.
Go ahead, Authentic.
So I just want to make this make this clear, right? Even if what Norm is saying is somehow true, that Iran is this, Iran is that, it doesn't negate from the fact that Israel for 20 months has been systematically genociding a group of people. So it doesn't matter if Norm goes, I, the oppressed, or I understand the word, I understand, what is it, genocide, and I understand, and these words have meaning because this is what this is, but then, because my people, and wants to talk about, being, of Jewish descent or in Israel or anything like that, but failing to conflate that, and also failing to recognize that for 20 months, they did exactly what they were, you can't be oppressed and be the oppressor at the same time and try to be victim here. And I think that comes off as very, very disingenuous, especially when, people are sending you articles and sending him articles about people, Gaza being starved. And then for all of us to be sitting here talking about the state of affairs right now and to be told that we are, indoctrinated by Hamas is, excuse my French, it's fucking dumb.
Why is it dumb?
Because you have no evidence.
Let's go walk around.
Because the visual, I'll tell you, the visual doesn't appear to be the truth based off of what people can see, no? People are also viewing this with their own eyes and witnessing it.
You're looking at a few YouTube videos. This is not.
No, I'm not looking at. I don't watch. Listen, sir. I don't go to YouTube. I don't do the TikTok.
What's your source?
Unless I'm the star in the show, I don't watch it.
What's your source then? Tell me. What's the source?
I'm watching Fox. I watch CNN. Okay. I watch C-SPAN.
Let's start it. Pick one of those and tell me what you saw. Let's talk about it.
I don't want to be involved in the conversation. I'm just telling you.
Done with that part of the conversation,
Norm, you said
Israel has already lost.
Everybody's food.
Yeah, they already lost. Norm. You have to admit.
And making people pay for it.
I think.
Where are they getting the money from, Norm?
Beg your pardon?
Where are they getting the money from?
Oh.